'cause when I'm alone, I'm lost in these memories.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. The last time we left off, I was putting a tubular steering column in here so that this could get ready to go out to get the roll cage done. So let me go ahead and show you the progress. All right, so previously I had a 6-point mild steel 6-point roll bar. And then I picked up an S&W Race Cars kit to convert the 6-point cage, or the 6-point roll bar, into an 850 cert cage. Right, so now the cage work is done, and let's talk about what happened here. So the only bar that we ended up using out of that whole S&W conversion kit is the Halo. And you can see I've got switch panel and the Kirky, driver's side Kirky mocked up in here. I bought the entire kit. It would have been the Halo, the A-bar, A-pillar bars. I don't remember if it had the dash bar in there or not. It also had door bars and the diagonal bars in here. Long story short, none of that fit. So the lesson learned would have been cut out everything and then just buy 3 sticks or whatever of chromoly tubing and have Alex bend it and weld it up. What's up next for this is I'm going to have to come in here, clean up all the tubing. Not a big deal. Just use some acetone and like a scuffy pad, whatever. Clean it up and then hit it with paint. What I used before was the VHT roll bar and chassis paint. It worked out really well. It is an epoxy-based spray paint, so it has very, very durable finish. I'm going to be using that again. So after all the tubes get prepped, it'll be mask the whole car off, and then spray the paint. Once that's done, or maybe before that even, the whole car is going to get washed because it is filthy of just gunk from bringing it back from Alex's shop. While we're talking about next, so after the cage gets painted, the next thing is the Fast 92 and Fast 92 millimeter throttle body that's in here is coming out. Same with the old BTR camshaft, because I have new intake, fuel rail kit, and camshaft in here, all from BTR. I gave Kyle a call and said, hey man, blah, 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 etc. He said, yeah, your existing cam and intake are about done at 6,500. We want to pull a little bit higher, so those parts are going in. After that's done, that'll be an install video on itself. We'll be rewiring the car with the switch panel and getting this rat's nest, what's left of the factory wiring, replace this wiring with a leash board, and I'm thinking right now that it is going to go on the dash bar. That, some relay blocks and fuse panels, so on and so forth, to finish rewiring this car to where it should be. I have a few other things to do, which is going to be remounting the CO2 bottle. I bought a helmet blower to bring fresh air into my new helmet. Probably do an install video on that, not sure at this moment. So now that that's all done, what's coming up after, what will be after that will be to take the car, get the cage certed, and then put the interior back in the car. Another thing that's going to be happening during this off season and probably into the summertime is going to be switching out the Willwoods that are on this car right now. Y'all saw that install video a couple of years ago when I lived in Texas, with a set of TBM brakes. These are the XS3 brakes. These are a 4-piston caliper with a vented rotor, because there are certain races, such as Rocky Mountain Race Week, at least right now, that if you are pulling a trailer, you have to have a vented rotor or trailer brakes. Now, having the trailer brakes is not a deal breaker for me. I will be building a new trailer. I built the last one that I took to Drag Week. Having the trailer brakes is not a terrible idea, actually. I prefer to have the trailer brakes on there. However, having the vented rotor is also going to put me in a category where if something happens to the trailer, if I'm not able to take it with me, if something happens to it while we're at the event and I need to get a new one, say it gets hit, or who knows what. Maybe I get a case of the El Toros and that trailer flips. If I got to get a new one, I don't have to worry about trying to find a trailer with trailer brakes mid-event or at the last minute. Who knows? That's my reasoning for putting the vented rotor XS3 kit on here compared to the Revolution rotor drag brakes. Okay, so the last 2 days I spent taping up the car because we don't want to get the black on the blue because the blue is best. So next step is to go ahead and hit it. I picked up this paint here from AutoZone. It says it's a 1K with epoxy, whatever, roll bar and chassis paint, and it's self-priming. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I guess yesterday, but before we paint everything, I went and hit every single bar, new bars, the old bars, everything with the green scuffy pad, Scotch-Brite deal, and acetone, and then I went back again and wiped everything down with a blue shop rag and acetone. So we're gonna go and start spraying some paint. All right, so this ended up being a couple-day project to finish off the cage work. Monday and Tuesday, I spent both cleaning all the tubes, the old ones and the new ones, used a Scotch-Brite pad and acetone, and then went back with it with the blue shop rags and acetone, wiped everything down. And then Monday and Tuesday also, I spent masking everything in the car off, anything that I didn't want painted. And then Tuesday evening before going back in, and then again tonight, I hit all the bars and then went with a flashlight. I made sure to highlight everything. So once that was all done, I closed the hatch doors and everything, and then washed everything because you can still see some of them Dawn dish soap bubbles in there. This car was absolutely filthy from going down the road, picking up salt and dirt. But as you can see, we're pretty much set. Again, the wiring's gonna be fixed up, what's left of the factory wiring over there. And then next step is gonna be going over, or not going over, but replacing the cam and intake with some new parts from Brian Tooley Racing. Just giving you guys some pan around shots here real quick. And just some different angles. The main hoop here, all the way around, is within about 2 fingers of the roof structure here. It's a little bit tighter in some spots than others. All right, so this weekend coming up after this one gets uploaded, I'll be starting on the cam and intake swap. Before too long, actually the very next project we've got, this car has the power, the original power hatch pull down motor and all that, but the guides are all junk. So we're gonna do a quick video on converting this from power with the motor and all that stuff over to a manual fixed position. Keep an eye out, that'll be the very next video. That's gonna do it for this one, a short video, just quick update on the cage work that got done and then finishing off with paint and whatnot.